You're looking around. You're looking around your place, and sadly, as you found recently, it's a bit hard for you to hunt nowadays, or not really nowadays, but today or like recently, because there's been another wave of tourists that have waved through the place. Because your town is fairly well known for good hunting areas, which is why your family presumably lives there.
Yeah,
So
she'd probably be like, "Damn tourist, always picking
yeah, so
guns without even realizing we need them."
yeah, so you found that the tourists have done the unspeakable sin of going to the thing and taking all the berries at once, and as just so the tree, like they've basically just made it so this bush won't produce any more berries because they've taken everything.
Yeah, instead of doing what a normal foraging would be, of you take a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah. It seems that they're not experienced hunters at all.
Lovely. So let's go ahead and find home. I will then go ahead and just start using the marks that we planted down to get home.
Yep, all good. Yeah, you make your way home. You can see Willow is currently not in; she's out. But Isaac is in. You can see he's over by just kind of looking out the window, just like taking in the great outdoors, which he does every now and again. You can just see he's there, completely zoned out, just looking out into the wilds.
I'll she will tap his shoulder with the back of her palm.
Yeah, you see, he like, despite the jarring, like somebody's touching me, I should do something. He just kind of slowly turns to you as if he's used to just like, this treatment, and says, oh, you're back, Natalie. Get anything good?"
No, unfortunately, the scavengers have picked the berry bushes clean.
Hmm. I should be going by the end of the month.
Yeah, but don't you think it should be by now? Like they should do something about it, like a guide, anything. And like as she's like complaining, she's like going into the kitchen and bringing down some plates.
Sure. Um, I mean, there's plenty of guides online, and I mean, I'm pretty sure they give out guides down at the lodge, but there's always those people who just don't read and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know best."
You mean the special folk?
Yeah, the special folk. I don't know. Hopefully you can get a good night's rest. I know how you're a bit restless when the tourists come through.
Yeah, it's always the strange dreams when they're around. I'm fine
Mm.
without them there, but whenever they come around, it's always the strange dreams.
Yeah. Um, Maybe we should push it and go a bit out of our usual grounds. See if we can find anything good there. Nah, Willow wouldn't like that.
Yeah, no, knowing
Maybe
mom,
we should do.
she'd
Maybe.
probably kick our asses if we, you know, step out of bounds a little too much.
You see, he breaks away from the window and comes over to you and like crouches down, like right beside you, and very quietly says, "Maybe we just don't tell her."
She looks at her dad, scratches her forehead, and says, "Dad, you know she's a better hunter than me. She'll find out."
He kind of like looks up and just kind of moves his head from side to side as if weighing the options. Is like, yeah, I prefer not be on the other end of her gun. Maybe later. He kind of pats you on the back and goes back over to the window.
Um, she will then proceed to say, so I wanted to ask something.
Sure.
Have you figured out why I have those strange dreams every time tours come around?
I mean, I looked it up. I think it's just because you're stressed because they're taking all our stuff.
But there's been times I haven't been, and it's been happening for a while now.
Hmm. I mean, we could see if we can get like a dream. There's like these things called like dream psychologist or something. We could try and get one of them.
At this point, even I would welcome that.
All right, I'll talk to your mother about it when she gets back.
All right. Speaking of mom, what is she doing out there? I mean, normally she's not out this.
Oh, she was. It's funny. You came in here like, oh, that should be a guy. I'm pretty sure she went up to the lodge to go scream at the people for taking berries.
That sounds like her.
Yeah. He kind of rubs the back of his head. What a woman.
You married her.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. He looks pretty proud of himself despite just like him doing nothing currently.
Yeah, I can understand that. um.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad, how is your construction contracts going?
Oh, good, I think. I haven't looked over him recently. I should really go do that. He breaks away from the window a bit hesitantly and goes over to his computer and just kind of opens it up.
Yeah, I mean, Dad, no offense, but if you don't do that, you might end up on the other side of her gun.
I'm finding that a lot of things in this house make me on the wrong side of a gun.
And she was taking a drink of water and she almost spits it up giggling. Um, I mean, you know how she is. She's really strict about you, kind of like us doing our jobs and kind of trying to survive. And she
Yeah,
like
yeah.
scratches the back of her neck,
Yeah.
like she gets her that from her dad.
But yeah, the rest of the evening passes by. You guys have some good banter. Your dad gets a text from the mom saying she's not going to be able to make it back. She's going to stay in town for a bit. So you and your dad just have a good time at home. Anything specifically you want to do or talk about, or are you just good just skipping to the next beat?
Yeah, I'm good skipping to the next day because
Yep.
it'll probably
You don't.
just be bannering and like us having a meal. Like neither of us are really good at cooking, but you know.
Yeah, like your mother is good at cooking. You guys are good at surviving. So you guys have a quote meal.
Yeah.
No, not really. Yeah. But don't worry. You don't go to the next day. You go tonight, where you're in your bed. You're getting comfy. You're getting ready to sleep, and you're feeling yourself drift away. And as you close your eyes and just kind of sit there, and drift away, you kind of feel like you're not it's not really that comfortable, so you kind of shuffle yourself and you
Yeah.
feel under it's not soft under you anymore. I mean, it is soft, but it's not like bed soft. It's a different kind of soft.
I would probably shift around a bit and then probably try to open up my eyes.
Yeah. You open up your eyes and just kind of see not like the dimly lit room. You find yourself like just like you still have your blanket and you're still in your pajamas, but you find yourself in the middle of just like this big red sanded desert.
Lovely, strange dreams again. Um, she would by now probably know that she can interact with the dreams.
Yeah, you're
From
you're you're fairly comfortable with lucid dreaming.
so she'll get up and try to imagine herself in her normal outfit.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy change. You just think, and you are currently in your normal outfit now.
Okay, let's figure out what this dream's all about. And she will pick up her blanket and get it moving.
Okay. Which direction are you going? You can see the sun is in the sky, but it's like you're not sure if it's sunset or sunrise because it's not moving.
She'll like sit there for a minute, have her thumb up, and like watching her thumb up towards the sun to see if it goes down or up.
It doesn't move. It stays in the same place.
Okay, so no way to really figure out if it's day or night. Lovely. She's gonna go west.
Okay. You go in the direction you believe to be west.
Yep.
Yeah. You walk for a bit. Walk for a bit more. Bit more. Occasionally, you see the little like bit of scrub coming out of the sand. But yeah, you walk for a while until you come across what looks to be a person is there.
She's gonna dead stop and watch this person carefully.
He's just the person seems to just be standing there and isn't moving, just like dead still.
Okay. She'll approach cautiously.
Okay. You approach cautiously and find that this person is light skin, or sorry, not light, white skinned, dark brown hair, is wearing what looks to be comfortable clothes, and is just standing there, completely still, kind of like a little bit slouched over, and looks a bit, like cautious. But you can see his eyes are like completely glazed over.
Okay. So, we can't find out anything if you don't take the first leap. So she says, "Hello."
You say hello. There's no response. As you're kind of listening for a response, though, you would hear, "Oh, there's more sound. There's something," and you look around and you can see there's another person in the same direction you were going that wasn't there before, probably about 20 feet up.
I'm going to keep the person with the glazed eyes in my view, but I am going to look more towards the person that is brand new.
Sure. You see another white guy, this time with black hair, wearing a t-shirt and kind of a loose jacket, jeans, with a kind of worried but determined look on his face. Yeah, white guy. A worried but determined look on his face, and he seems to be like crouched down and is looking like around, and then he like gets up and he like does like the like stealthy run thing, but he's not moving. He's like on a treadmill where he's like doing the full motion of somebody running, but he's not moving vertically at all, or sorry, horizontally.
Okay. She's going to walk towards the person and see if anything changes when she starts moving closer to the person that's running in place.
There does not appear to be a change, but you can see his eyes are not glazed over. And as you look, you can look back and you can see the glazed over eyes guy is still there. This running man is still there, and oh, there's another guy.
Okay, this is weird. Very weird. she's gonna look at the new guy. I mean, people are just popping out of the sand.
Over the course of the next amount of time, it's a dream. Time's weird. You would find six people of various clothing and ethnicities. Only two of which are moving. There is the kind of worried black haired guy, and there's a big heavy set guy with hairy arms and a scar up his left arm, who is currently like hand on a shoulder, like sitting down, but he's like floating above the ground as if he's sitting in a car and just like looking out the window.
Okay. Been a while since I dreamed of people.
But yeah, you should. I believe you already know what these guys are. It is
Out of character, yes. Before even Grim said anything, I already knew that you were describing the characters
yes,
that are in the team.
yeah. So Dimitri and Lucas are the only ones running currently. The rest of the members are not moving.
Yeah, that's why I already knew out of character, but in character, I'm trying to play it well.
Yes, yeah.
Where I may know, but Natalie doesn't.
Yep. I'm gonna real quick switch back to my computer microphone, so be prepared to turn me back up.
Go ahead and take your time. But yeah, before Grim even said anything, I already knew. Hello. All right. So, Natalie will, after the people, appear, she's going to try to interact with the one running on the windmill, or not windmill, but
the treadmill.
The treadmill, yeah.
Okay. You go over to him, and just like you're just gonna try and touch him.
Yeah, just simply touch him. Just to start.
Yeah, you touch him. It's like he doesn't really react to it, but like you can feel him. You can't push him. It's kind of like touching a moving statue, where like he's solid and his movements are stronger than you are. So you can't halt his movements.
So it's more like I'm sand, if you will.
Yes.
Where I can interact with them, but I'm too weak to actually do anything to him.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
What is your passive perception?
Well, my passive perception is it 10 plus your perception, correct?
Yes, it is 10 plus perception.
It's 15. My passive
aces. You would notice that as you touch against him, the floor beneath you changes from just the red sand to like red sandstone. So you're playing Minecraft and somebody's just world edited beneath you. But the red sandstone has like words carved in on it.
All right, I will see what they are.
You cannot read them. They're in a language that you do not understand.
And I'm just making sure out of character, it's neither English or...
It is not English, and it is not your other language.
Okay. Huh. I'm going to imagine a piece of paper, and you take the piece of paper and put it on.
You're gonna do a rubbing. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna do a rubbing.
Yeah, you can get an accurate rubbing of the thing. Yes.
Yeah, and out of character, or this would be both in and out of character. Seeing how and I'm asking you if this would be okay. Seeing how she's had these dreams for so long, would it be okay if she's basically had like a mental notebook of like things that she's seen and done within the dreams?
That's fine. I have a dream journal.
Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to know. And she'll put it away in her dream journal.
Yep.
She's gonna do that to the rest of the people.
Okay.
She's going to go over to the other people and see if anything else happens.
Yeah. You get hold on. Yeah. You get various parts of things, none of which you can understand.
Which is fine. She's just doing her the scrubbing thing. I can't remember. She's just trying to make mental notes and stuff like that of things. So she's going to then, after that happens,
You would notice that, looking at them, it's weird because you can't read it, but you can tell that there's a part missing.
huh. I'm going to go ahead and try to see if how do I explain this? She's going to see if she can try to get that part that's missing to be not missing anymore.
How are you doing so?
Like, you know how so I'm just describing what I think is happening. In the words that are being written, I think there's like a letter missing or something, or just another part that seems to be like another word or something missing. I'm trying to will into existence what would be there, but not fill it in myself.
Okay. You're just trying to will it in, and you can feel like there's like a pit in your stomach, like just like something heavy in your stomach, but you can't like you don't know exactly what it is. You can't will it, but you could definitely feel while you're trying to. There's like a pit in your stomach.
Okay. After experiencing that, no doubt she would stop because she would realize that's something at this point she would have recognized that that means she can't will it just yet. Because there's been times that she's
Go
willed
ahead.
things. So
Feel free to make a feel free to make an intelligence check real quick.
I most certainly will do that. Intelligence, right there. Oh, sorry, forgot to.
Yeah, you can use it or you can roll again. It's up to you.
I will just simply keep it 12.
Okay. You would realize probably that these other people, you touched them and it appeared. So maybe you don't will it. Maybe you like have to like tap yourself to do it.
All right. I will go ahead and just tap myself.
Okay. You tap yourself. Where you tapping
Uh,
yourself? Just like on
I'll
the
tap
arm.
myself on my heart because it's very close to me. So
Okay.
I think,
You tap yourself on the heart, and you would notice that the floor directly underneath you, um, changes to sandstone, and some words that you don't recognize, but you can read. Like you don't know what language it's in, but for some reason, like looking at it, you know what it
hey,
says.
she will be happy about that. She'll be like, finally, a clue, something I can go on. Okay, and she's going to again, but this time she is going to go touch the other people and touch herself at this, and touch her heart at the same time. And
Well, they're
then
all like 20 feet away from each other, so you can't touch everybody at the same
no,
time.
no, no, no. I meant I'll go from person to person and read what each one says, and then also on the same paper that I did the scribble for their letters or for their words, I'll scribble the part where I don't. I can't. Words escape me. Okay.
Okay, so there's one part of it which you can read, and the rest of it you'll just get the things. So, would you like to hear the part of it that you can read?
Yes.
In the year of the dive, hold on. In the year of the divicennial, the world shall surely end, unless the four corners of the west unlikely friends. And that's the only part you can read.
Okay. Could
Oh wait, sorry. I think there's actually hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Sorry, there are 2 bits. There you go. These are the bits you can read.
Okay. I will copy and paste those into my notes.
Yeah, in the year of the divicennial, the world shall surely end, unless across the four corners of the west unlikely friends meet where liberty lights the city. There is no time to waste, no time for pity. And then the rest of it you can't read because you don't understand it.
Okay. So, I will go to each of the one at a time. Go to each of the people and see if anything changes.
Nothing changes.
Okay. Where liberty light. Would she know of the states in the U.S.?
If you believe that, yeah, if you believe
Yeah,
that you
she
would know the
probably would
states,
have because different hunting grounds. So, like where if ever she became an adult, where she can hunt and stuff like that.
if ever she became an adult, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? Sure, whatever.
I mean, during
Yeah,
hunting accidents happen, so you know.
yeah, I guess. You just said that really weirdly. Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, where liberty lights the city. You're free to make assumptions as you will, or you can. I don't know.
She's going to make the assumption that that is New York because Statue of Liberty is there.
Sure. As you think of the Statue of Liberty, you do see uh, there's a sound behind you.
She is going to turn around as quickly as possible.
You can see fucking- some people die when they're killed. Yeah. You would turn around to see there's a large Statue of Liberty made of the same sandstone behind you. And you would see um, it's not actual size, it's like a scale replica.
Yeah, I get it.
And if you go closer and look, you would see the Statue of Liberty, and then at the base of the Statue of Liberty, 7 figures which look like one of them looks like you, one of them looks like the guy that's moving, one of them look like the guy that's sitting, and the rest of them look like the guy that have glazed over eyes.
She's gonna get goosebumps like crazy at seeing herself in her own dream. Well, in a dream, and be like, okay, that's a little too freaky for even me. Okay, so I think I get the hint. I've got to meet these guys. Okay, I would like to wake up now.
You find yourself back in your bed in the morning, probably shunting up in a cold sweat.
Yeah, no, she's.
If you think that what you would gain stress, you're free to gain a point of stress,
I don't.
unless you think it'd be,
It,
unless you.
it's more just like information overload. It's like
Sure, that's fine.
it's not something that would stress her out because again she's been having these dreams for a while. So early on, yes, early on she would have
Yeah, all good.
she's she's gonna get dressed very quickly and like they probably can hear how quickly she's getting dressed. And she's going to bolt downstairs.
Sure. You see Isaac is still here. Your mom is still at home because she was out, so she's gonna come during the day.
Dad,
What's up, sweetie?
he can see she's like in a
Did you have
visible sweat. Like
he kind of stands up, and he stands up to a point where the chair he's on just fucking falls back. And he kind of comes over to you and just puts hands on your shoulder and is like, Did you have a bad dream or what?"
I had way too of a real dream.
He kind of pulls you in and just kind of holds you close to him.
She'll probably hug him like very tightly.
Mm.
Dad, when like she's like physically shaking and trying to catch her breath. When Mom gets home, we need to talk.
He nods. All right.
And at that point, she would just go completely silent, just rubbing her hands together.
Mhm. Uh, so I do have a so that's practically the end of the zero, where soon your school is going to have a like exchange program where you're going to have the option to go to New York if you would like to just continue your schooling. Are you okay with that, or would you like a different reason?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Cool.
Because at that point, something like signs are being told, and I'm guessing even after a few days, that same sort of dream is going to be happening in some way or another. So I'm guessing
Yes.
she's basically gained the warning. Like she doesn't believe in much, but like if the same thing's happening over and over, she gets the hint.
Hmm. But yeah, you speak with your mom. They're both worried about you. They ask if you need help or something. I assume you're fine just dealing with it, or what?
Yeah, no, she would probably be fine dealing with it and
Hmm.
probably
Yeah.
end up saying
Um,
how, like, at the opportunity, she's gonna say probably she would be like how
like I
she
need to go.
yeah
Like I don't
like
know why, but I need to go.
yeah,
Yeah.
more like
Yeah.
this, like
Yeah.
she's getting too many signs that she needs to go.
Yeah. So you will be exchanged over to New York for a bit while your parents stay here, but they will be paying for a place for you to stay in New York.
Yes, probably some like hotel or something like that.
Yep, something like that, or B&B or something.
Yep,
Airbnb.
I
Yeah,
moved my
cool.
stuff.